So we're kind of on a hiatus right now, as some people aren't able to make it, so we're just kind of going off and doing little side quests. So the last time four of the players were there, we just rolled up new characters and just kind of did a little arena to try to get used to playing in theater of mind instead of on a map. Um, so in about 30 minutes, we rolled up Trogdor, the one-armed dragonborn, which obviously ripped off from old videos. Urinin, who was a rabbit folk, Renner Fapplestamp, who was a rock gnome, and Leo the halfling. And I kind of just made up some creatures as we went with a random generator, because this is just mainly for fun. Don't really care about if the party dies or not. Just trying to get a sense for what other creatures are out there. The first one, um, the party entered the arena that's in the town, and the announcer's announcing them. And the first one's a little goblin that comes out because there's a lot of goblins around the town, um, and it's up to the party. It's an easy KO. Um, and I believe it was Leo the halfling who just shot him with an arrow with a critical hit of all things. Um, and they only have like 7 HP, and they were all level 5, so they definitely got him in one hit. So the second battle was Stony. He was just a huge stone giant. And this was just randomly generated. And he had a great club. Um, the party just kind of ganged up on him. We were trying to do a little bit more role playing and thematic battling instead of just rolling dice. But I think all of them were able to do a pretty significant amount of damage. And then, except for the monk who was Renner, he kept missing. He was rolling like ones and twos and couldn't hit. Um, and at 1 HP, he basically just knocked him out with his staff to end the fight, as he was against killing. The third battle was a Guardian Naga, which again was just random. Um, I think it was generated to be deadly for a group of 4 level 5s, and he is definitely deadly. I kind of just ended up doing one thing a turn or so and using his poison spit, which does 45 damage on a failed save, very sparingly because I think their HP was only like 20 or 30. But he was kind of the boss fight. Kind of took up the whole ring, slithering around. He also had some spells. I think he banished Urinin, who just happened to be the rager of the group. He was a barbarian. And he failed his save and ended up just popping into nothingness and just kind of raging out in the middle of nowhere. Trogdor get knocked down, but Leo was able to revive him. And then Renner succeeded against a paralysis, and then basically they were able to get him down to 1 HP, and then we kind of just went around the room and described how they would do the final battle on this Naga. And that's where we come up with the burninate the weapons from Trogdor. And then they just all basically did a final blow. So this was kind of fun going through, just kind of having fun, not really sticking to any rules, and just using crazy deadly spells and stuff, and not really caring if the party stays up. Um, It'll probably be another arena next time because I think we're gonna have trouble getting everyone together. Yeah, this one was kind of easy to put together. I believe it was just there's a Google search for 5e monster battle generator, and then you can just set the CR and stuff um, to be deadly or easy for whatever level. So we may continue this into the main campaign if I technically said this was sometime after the party wraps up theirs, because it's technically in the same town, just trying to keep it relevant. The party may run into these characters, and then if they like these characters better, they can kind of swap them out. Since they're first time players, they may not like the first character that they made. So this gives them an option to swap out. Um, but yeah, since it was Theater of Mind, I didn't have to do any minis or maps. Um, and with 4 players, it was a lot easier to keep track of the combat and keep everyone engaged. Uh, Next one will be the same arena. I'll probably be different monsters. May even be different players, but I'm sure they'll keep the ones that they made, and we'll go from there.